Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular kind of started as a small family event, and it has grown beyond all imagination to where we now have thousands of carved pumpkins throughout our adventure trail. This year the theme is all trivia. Every year we have a different activity, different sort of theme. So as guests go through this time, they're going to see several thousand pumpkins, they're going to get asked trivia questions, and they might even discover the answers along the way. Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular runs from now, the end of September, all the way through November 2nd. Our presenting sponsor is Citizens, and we're so glad to have all the folks who are participating with us. The guests are going to probably spend up to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour, once they get on the Jack-o'-lantern trail. So it's an adventure all the way around. You're going to see thousands and thousands, quite literally, of carved pumpkin Jack-o'-lantern faces, but you're also going to see really intricate artwork carved into the surfaces of some of these things. I was just walking through this afternoon and I saw a Da Vinci painting on a pumpkin. The team starts working on the displays the second week of August, and they're pretty much working around the clock all the way through August and September to get ready in time. Our landscaping and horticulture and buildings and grounds teams have done a series of what we call skits all along the waiting line trail as you come in through the zoo. So before you ever start to see the pumpkins, you see the sense of humor of what it means to work at the zoo. My favorite one this year is the see-through petting zoo. I love watching the kids' faces light up, and honestly, I like watching the adults play too, because what I'm finding is that Halloween is fun for all ages, and we see guests coming in, get dressed up in costume, and then just dumbfounded by the things they see along the way. Depending on how busy the evening is, it could take anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour to get through the pumpkin trail. It's all going to really depend on the speed that the crowd is moving and how much fun everyone's having as they gawk and listen along the way. All of our paths are ADA accessible, so yes, strollers and wheelchairs are welcome. We open the gates for the first guest to come in and get in line at about 6 o'clock, and the last guest is admitted at 10. So it's a pretty good solid evening. One of the things we're doing this year as well is we have some daytime events going on. We have what we call Spooky Zoo, where the kids can come in costume and trick or treat in the zoo. That information is also on our website. It's the last 2 Saturdays in October. We also have a sensory-friendly night where the music isn't going to be quite as loud, and some of the other things are toned down a little bit so everybody can really enjoy the experience without being overwhelmed by it. We have a family fun night planned as well, where we're going to have costume characters that are also roaming the trails in addition to seeing the pumpkins. The best, and in fact the only way for guests to get their tickets, is to go to rwpzoo.org. That's going to be our homepage. It's all about Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular right now. You'll be able to find out the times, the prices. We really recommend that people go early to buy their tickets because we do have nights that sell out. Go to rwpzoo.org to buy tickets. Roger Williams Park Zoo, Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular 2024.
13th World started 23 years ago. Our concept is we didn't want to be stuck to one haunted attraction or type of theme. So we wanted to be able to be creative and give our audience a bunch of different themes. So we came up with 13th World because as you go through the trail, our idea is that you're going through 13 different worlds that we're introducing you to.
So we have about 80 actors altogether that are actually out there in the sets. If you're a runner, they're going to chase you. If you're kind of just walking through, they're going to be in your face. They're going to be talking to you. They're going to be trying to say things that do scare you. Try to maybe divert you one way so another guy comes from the right to get you when you're not expecting it. So I mean, you can expect anything when you're out there because it's total chaos.
Every year, the 13 themes are totally different because every year we take this trail completely down and start brand new, and every year we get to be creative and create 13 different worlds that we didn't have last year. This year we did a sewer plant, because that's creepy.
We never had one of those. We have people in there with gas masks on, and then we have a laser effect that looks like low-lying water. When it rains, it's good because sometimes the rain comes through the ceiling, so it kind of looks like you are in a sewer. We also have Slaymas, Christmas. The elves took over the North Pole, and they killed all Santa's elves and Santa too, and they put on their clothes covered in blood, and they're ready for any kids to come through.
As far as the chainsaw aspect of things, we have cornfields, we have barns, some of the old-fashioned, old Western things that creep people out in the movies. And then to top it off, we end with an asylum with some of the favorite slashers, and more importantly, an attraction that the patients run, not the doctors.
We recommend 12 and over, but I mean, some kids are more brave than others. I mean, sometimes we have 50-year-olds that run out of here screaming, crying, and then we have a 10-year-old who comes through and thought it was the best thing they've ever had. Some people want it to be more intense, so me and Richie put our minds together and we said, well, let's maybe offer a touch option. We'll do an 18 plus. We have them sign a waiver. They have to present their ID when they come up, and then once you go in there, it just makes the experience better.
You'll get a special necklace that lights up that allows our guys to identify the fact that you can be touched. Now at any time, if you no longer want that experience for one reason or another, you could take the necklace off and throw it down. So you can eliminate the experience at any time. But as long as you have it on, it allows our actors to know they're allowed to touch you and have a little extra fun with you per se.
It also makes it better for the people who don't have touch or fear, because now they're seeing these people getting grabbed and thrown into rooms, and it scares them. It's kind of the end reward of just seeing it all come together and everyone loving what we put together.
We're open this Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday up till Halloween. Also the day before Halloween will be open, and the 2 days after Halloween. Website is 13thworld.com. 13 is 13, thworld.com. You pick your destination. We have a Rhode Island location and a Mass location. So if you go there, you get to pick your poison and decide to where you want to enjoy yourself for the night.
Well, that will do it for this episode of Locally New England.
We hope you enjoyed as much as we did. We'll see you next time.
Locally New England is brought to you by Charahoe Furniture, beautifully crafted American-made home furnishings. First Hyundai, North Attleboro. Save every day at First Hyundai. And Some Pump Geeks. We service all brands.